This is a message for Phoebe Kong. If you want all of your awards from all of your tennis, which you're an amazing tennis player apparently, I think your mom cleaned out your room and took all your trophies to the Goodwill. Oh, yep.
Phoebe Kong.
Oh, and you did softball. God, you were super talented. Oh, and your other one. Yep, Phoebe Kong. Excellence in piano. Babe, okay, so you're a pianist that does, let's see. Oh, yep, your varsity all team second, whatever, for tennis. Let's see, most improved player. Girl, you're talented, but I think your mom just gave up all your trophies to the Goodwill. So if you want them back, they're on the Goodwill on Beverly Boulevard in LA.
Oh my God, this is by far one of the most interesting developments on the internet that happened this week. We've only seen 100 gigabytes of 1 terabyte of the leaked Pokemon information today. That's roughly 10%. This hack is literally the endgame leak. The party just started, folks, and it certainly has. For those of you who are a little bit confused about what's been going on, the Pokemon developer, Game Freak, has put out a statement confirming that it was hacked and that one of its employees' names and contact information had been compromised. All because of a sneaky phishing email, nearly a terabyte of Pokemon source code data and unreleased, lore and work in progress drawings of particular Pokemon and characters within the games. All of that data was released on a Discord, I believe, and shared 4chan, Twitter, Reddit, anywhere, literally anywhere. And a lot of, cool things have been found out about the Pokemon games that we all know and love, and a lot of other things too. Now, I want to preface this, all of the lore stuff that has come out is stuff that wasn't included with the games, things that aren't considered canon, but it's shocking nevertheless. We now know that Palkia and Dialga actually did get together. The whole world is now aware of the definitive lore and literal creation myth that is associated with the Pokemon canon, and it is fascinating. So to keep things short, because there is a ton of information that was released, I'm going to just show a few things that I found incredibly, scintillating. Typhlosion. Yeah, apparently there's a myth that Typhlosion is a shapeshifter, and he supposedly, according to the myth, shapeshifted into a man and kidnapped a little girl to make that little girl his wife. So yeah, that's fascinating. Here is the official profile for Gen 5 Skyla, and it's now known that not only is she 18 years old, but she is Hispanic, an attractive pilot, and her character appearance was supposed to be kind of like J-Lo and a little bit of Isabella Fontana, which is nice. That is cool. And of course, the litany of work in progress sprites for Gen 3, 4, and 5, along with concept art. All of it is super crazy, even though somebody absolutely is going to get fired and or just erased off the planet for this awful mistake. Because yeah, I have been telling you about all of the fun portions of this leak, but the unfun is the fact that, yeah, the project information for the new Nintendo Switch or the next generation Nintendo console was also released as well, along with source code for, I think, future Pokemon game releases. So yeah, that's a little concerning. If I was Nintendo, I'd be a little bit worried. I would break a sweat. Another example of businesses in Japan not being welcoming to tourists. There is no vegetarian, no vegan, no halal, no takeout. All menus include chicken and pork, cash only. How is that not welcoming to tourists? Please, can someone make it make sense? They're not telling you that you can't go. They're just telling you that they don't have halal, they don't have vegetarian, they don't have vegan, and they only accept cash. None of that is telling you to leave. You don't have to go to that store. You didn't have to take this picture, and it didn't have to get 2.2 million views. Oh my God. That's just alarming that so many people found this tweet, I don't know, interesting or relatable. It makes no sense because there are actual examples of Japanese restaurants, clubs, or just, businesses and establishments saying no to foreigners all over the internet. That actually exists. This isn't it. But of course, this is the example that goes viral, the one that doesn't make sense. Here we go, everybody. Just another case of a channel with 100 times more subs copying another channel's thumbnail. Oh my God, this is still a problem? It's so shameless. And to be honest, it's a little bit embarrassing that with the same formatting and the same topic, a channel with 7.89 million subs can't pull the same level of views as a channel with 44,000. Goes to show that whoever, makes the good content first gets all of the views first. And to risk your channel and your monetization by uploading other people's content, or at least copying someone's content to a certain degree, is ridiculous. 7.8 million subs, yeah, I would not risk that in order to talk about a topic that is seemingly, popular. You already have the reach. Just talk about the topic. Make your own thumbnail. But apparently that's too difficult. That's just too challenging.
Excuse me. What's your name? You're very beautiful.
Oh, I have a boyfriend.
Oh, I thought that was your brother.
No, this is my boyfriend.
Oh, I'm sorry. I like the beard, man. That's killer. All right, take care.
Wendy's manager steals $20,000 by creating a ghost employee, then pocketing his wages. You didn't think someone was going to miss $20,000? You didn't think somebody was going to be like, who's getting paid? Who's getting a salary? That is ridiculous. To be honest, it's not a bad idea. You just didn't think it all the way through. I don't understand why you sent the checks to yourself and not an intermediary. This goes to show that, degrees of separation is incredibly important to establish if you want to continue your life of crime. If you want to make sure you can steal, you should probably make it difficult to track the stolen money and not put it into an account that is attached to a social security number, an IEN, an address, anything that is remotely identifiable. Now, hopefully in prison, she can think about ways to, optimize her thievery. Personally, I wouldn't go with her strategy. I feel like it's a little half-baked. I think I destroyed our relationship by trying to compliment my boyfriend. My boyfriend and I are both 28 years old and together for 2.5 years. Yesterday night we were drinking and one thing led to another, and I tried to compliment him by saying he's not someone who I'd, be friends with benefits with, but marry. I thought everything was fine, but he seemed extremely distraught after that. I realized how he understood it and I tried to clarify it, but he's still the same this morning. He told me he needs space to think for a while and left the house. All my friends tell me I messed it up and guys tell me it's not a compliment, and most men will understand it differently. I think I destroyed our relationship and I'm panicking right now. Ooh, if you still have a boyfriend, you're lucky, because that is a miss high five. And the fact that you guys were drinking when you said this doesn't help, because that machine in his head that, translates everything that you're saying was probably a little bit off, and he absolutely had his feelings hurt. You're not the guy I want to have fun with, but you're the guy I want to be with after I had my fun. Yeah, that's exactly how he read the situation, even if that's not what you meant. Now look, we don't know the context about this, lady's background. We don't know if she's been around, but if this is how he, behaved, she might have, past partners, and that might be a little bit difficult to, digest. Hearing that your girlfriend likes you and wants to marry you because you're the best plan B isn't reassuring, to say the least. But hey, look, I hope everybody in this situation is mature and is willing to sit down and talk and say what they really mean and, be adults and clear the air, try to preserve the relationship. But who knows? Personally, if somebody told me this, I would initially have those feelings, but then immediately ask them to clarify. What do you mean by that? That would save the relationship. Just one question, but it seems like that question didn't cross your boyfriend's mind, and he seems to not want to talk.
3人有名な黒人の人誰ですか？
ボブ・サップ、ネイマール、ジャスティン・ビーバー。Justin Bieber. No. Mike Tyson. Messi.
WhatsApp increases group chat size limit to 256 people. It's not clear why WhatsApp settled on such an oddly specific number. Oddly specific? If you think 256 is oddly specific, you probably shouldn't be writing in tech articles. It's crazy that someone like me, who's made a career of, telling jokes on the internet and sharing stories, knows more about coding than someone who's actually writing an article about, tech news. 256 is the length of 1 byte, with a singular bit of that code being binary, either 0 or 1. Computers don't understand base 10 because they're not humans with 10 fingers, so they have to count differently, and they use base 2, with 256 options being the maximum amount of bits in 1 byte of code. Therefore, it makes sense that WhatsApp limited chat sizes to 256 individual people. They want to package all of those IP addresses, all of that account information into 1 byte of code in some capacity. I don't know how to code, but I do know how to count. And for whatever reason, whoever wrote this article, who's supposed to know more than me, couldn't do either of those things.
I think yeah, that's like 7 million versions of that. I put a lot. You guys look.
It's actually crazy we figured out how to grow real diamonds that are cheaper and better quality than the real thing, and so many people are still like, no thanks, the suffering is what makes it special. Now, you're right that many people still have an affinity for the natural stone, and that natural stone still is more valuable than the lab-grown one. I don't think that they are interested in the natural stone because people, mostly children, are suffering in mines to get it out. I don't think that's the, the thought process, but I can see where you're coming from. I can see why you know, it's a little bit strange that we haven't bought the fake stones yet, but people are people. Humans are weird. We can be completely aware of the marketing that goes into natural, you know, engagement rings and diamonds. We can understand that natural diamonds and lab-grown diamonds are the exact same, you know, piece of carbon, but unfortunately, diamonds aren't just intrinsically valuable. The sentiment that goes into buying someone a diamond ring almost always guarantees irrational thinking. There's emotions there, and no amount of rationalizations can beat emotion, bro. If someone wants a natural diamond and that's how they can feel loved, you better come out of pocket. You airdrop a billionaire into a third world country with $5 in his pocket, and within a few years, he'll become a millionaire. There are traits, skills, and characteristics financially super successful people have to maximize what they have. They know how to play any hand dealt. I don't believe you. I don't think we could drop Elon Musk in a South Sudan with $5 in his pocket and have him, I don't know, survive. I just don't think that's possible. I don't know. Maybe I'm a skeptic. Maybe I'm just not as open-minded as this finance expert, but I genuinely think that $5 is not going to save you from, I don't know, being dropped out of the sky into an active war zone. I don't think that's possible. But you know what? I've never heard of anyone actually attempting to do something like this. I know for certain, as a finance expert, you have access to $5 and a plane ticket. Go ahead and airdrop yourself into, I don't know, Afghanistan and see if you can become a millionaire. I think that's possible, and that would be a great opportunity to prove all of us wrong. So go ahead, jump at it, my man. I wish you the best. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ailurus, aka Panda Daddy, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, let me know in the comments down below and leave a like if you liked the video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, fam. What you doing watching videos and not subscribing? And if you're old, make sure to hit that bell so you can get these notifications every time. If you want to have an opportunity to request any particular content that you want to see, any new subreddits, any new stories you want me to cover in more reality videos, or just any new content that you would just like me to produce, make sure to follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and join the channel Discord so that you can be bombarded with even more internet nonsense with the added bonus of being able to, well, tell me what you guys want to see. I receive a ton of requests in my DMs, along with a litany of topic requests, both stories for more reality and subreddits for me to cover on the channel Discord. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, make sure to give me a follow on the Instagram and the Twitter and join the channel Discord, because those are the places where the magic happens and where your requests are truly heard. So with that all being said, we have to go ahead and thank the Patreon supporters that make content like this possible. A big thank you to Zach Horgan, D the Wicker Beast, Arrow the Cat, Molly Mayhem, Beady Uzi, Punch, Not Cool 723, Jet Hero, Yex, Quispy, The Main Mon, Cobman4372, Blacklist Gaming, User Deleted from Planet, Seth is the 102, Twitch is Lost, Dawnbreaker Drake, Traffic Racer 124, Fisherman, The Blurred Star, Mr. Sandman, Mike, That One Girl, Loving Tate, Tron Destroy 23, Code Connor Purvis, Ronan EXP, Cy Svederick, My Golden Experience, James Tucker, Primavera, BMX30, Cinnamon Sticks, The Fake Musician, Samantha Bellhart, Dundernass Hawk, Clyde the Hobo, and Noah. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And if you want to help support the channel, there's 2 links in the description, one of my merch store and one of my Patreon. Both funds go directly into the channel so I can maintain what's happening here. And as always, stay zesty.